Are you feeling like you're working really hard and not getting what you want? Well, today I'm going to talk about something that might be a little bit sensitive, but I'm just going to share my perspective on it because I want you to move further faster. And if you stay until the end, I have an extra point for you then as well. Like I say, this might be a little bit of a sensitive topic, and I'm not afraid to state my own truthful version of, working and coaching with people, working with a lot of people in career and doing sales with people, right? And leading teams. And it's this. There's a difference between working hard and giving value. You can do both, absolutely. You can be really hard working and give value, but because you work hard does not mean you're necessarily giving value. And I've discovered that in my own life, right? I was just thinking about people who really, earn the most, do really well, they're really fulfilled in their life, and often they're giving a lot of value to people, right? Now, it doesn't mean you're a bad human being, you're useless and all that kind of thing if just because you feel like you're not getting paid what you want, right? Maybe it's just time to look at your approach, or you're not where you want to be, right? It's about being smart and really knowing how to work hard, but like in the right way, I personally found. And I was just reflecting my own life. When I was in my very early 20s, maybe I was 22, right? I remember just working a number of hours and the manager saying, you work a lot of hours. And do you know what I was being paid? And again, I know this is, in some people in the world, it'd be a privilege to earn this much, but I was being paid, I don't know, about £17,000 a year, right? And let's say right now a significantly lot more than that, let's say. Anyway, I was earning £17,000 a year, and it wasn't a lot. And do you know what I was doing? I was making printouts, I was like writing and editing documents, and I was working really hard all these hours. At the end of the day, I just had to realize I wasn't really giving much value. Anyone could do that. Now, I realized years later when I was in my career that I felt like I wasn't working as hard, but I was giving a lot more value by making big decisions and meetings as I rose in my career. And I'd be like, okay, when you do this with the customer, we need to do that, right? This was a few years back. And I was getting paid a lot more. And that's because I was getting a lot more value. I work in a sales role now, and I, earn my company some money, right? And I get paid for it pretty well because I earn them money, right? And I give people the opportunity, out of integrity, of course, always make sure it's right, an opportunity to change and enhance their life. And I work hard in that, but I also give a lot of value to people. I'm helping people like change their lives. I'm helping our company, grow as a business. So this can be sometimes very sensitive because I believe that you can, if you're not, and if people aren't recognizing your value, I want to say this as well, that maybe it's time to find someone else who's giving you value, who's going to appreciate your value, right? Because not all people are. Now, if you're doing something you absolutely love and there's no way you feel like they're going to give you like more, then maybe you can find something on the side, right? But this is like a pet peeve of mine. It's like people say, well, I'm working really hard in something, and I know it's going to be sensitive, and I'm just coming back to my truth. Like, I'm working really hard in this, but it's like, at the end of the day, what value given? Like, you're updating spreadsheets or you're doing something else, right? And again, it's not saying you're not working hard, but think about how much value you're giving someone. Like, are you changing someone's life? Are you giving a significant amount of like revenue growth to like your company? Like, I really want to coach you to think outside the box in this opportunity, right? Because for me, like, I used to be really frustrated with this. I used to be like, right, I'm working really hard, therefore that must mean I'm giving a lot of value, but I wasn't. So again, like, I'm not telling you what you're doing right now is not adding value or whatever, because it may or may not be for you. But yeah, just ask yourself that question, right? So ask yourself these, like, where do you want to be? Where do you honestly want to be? And then the second one, are you giving value? And then the third one, if not, how can you add more? And if you're not, if you genuinely feel you are, you're not appreciated, then of course you can have a word or choose to move away. Okay, my bonus point would be to read up on someone who is really where you want to go, and then really role model them. I gave role modeling as an extra point in the other podcast episode, but this one I really want to emphasize that if you like seeing someone who's where you want to be, whether they've got like the dream life, the flexibility, the freedom, the money, then just role model what they're doing. Just start to understand what they're doing and role model that. So that's what I got for you today. I appreciate you for being here. You're improving other people's lives by being the best you. And remember, you are in control of your own self-esteem and confidence.